Porsche or Super 2?
Porsche all day, every day.
All day?
Yeah,
It's all the same.
Yeah, if you have 600 grand for Super 2 or 600 grand for Cup car, you go Cup car every day.
Episode 9, guys. We're cranking into them. So we got Max here, local lad. Yeah,
One of the most famous local lads that we've had, I reckon, because you've done every single category. And you have basically, so we got...
Yeah,
nearly as much as Joel, I reckon. Yeah. So you've been working on this, 1,000 horsepower or something?
Yeah, I made 1,100 horsepower on Monday.
Yep.
We only did one real pull on the CO2. So that's basically what gives it more boost on the boost controller. So, yeah, we only did one real pull, made 1,100, made 1,000 horsepower at 22 pounds. So, yeah, it should be a good bit of kit when it's all done. So, racing next week, drag challenge.
At the Bend? Or?
Yeah, we go to the Bend, Portland, Mildura for 2 days and back to the Bend. So it's 1,500 Ks of driving on the road and then race at each track each day. So, yeah, it'll be a bit of fun.
Are you towing the ute with the ute?
Nah.
that would be sick.
So definitely not the ute you took at the bush bashing.
No, that was shocking. It's funny though, because your dad's been in the drag racing industry for decades, and I feel like you've been involved in the business, but you probably haven't done much drag racing stuff yourself until recently.
No, basically, like I grew up around a drag strip before I went any circuit racing, anything like that. But yeah, haven't actually put my seat in a drag car or done a pass myself. I've obviously got the Falcon that I've been trying to go to a race meet and find out what time it does, and just never seem to have time to get down there. So just throw straight in the deep end on a 1,000 horsepower ute we built in the shed. Yeah,
it's insane. How many hours have you put into this? Because I've seen the updates and you're doing YouTube content, but it's been a massive project.
Yeah, it's actually Lockie, my best mate. We basically just come up with the idea. We want to go drag challenge and bought this car for $1,000. I think it owed us $400 by the time we sold everything out of it. And the thing was meant to be super budget, super ghetto. It was meant to cost us 20 grand maximum. And we pulled the motor down that he bought, and the rods were destroyed. Valves had smashed pistons, so we're like, all right, we'll throw rods and pistons at it. And then just snowballed, and it's just created this monster that we have now. So
you're doing all the work. You guys are doing all the work yourself?
Yeah, me and Dad. So me, Dad, Lockie. Yep. Lockie's there now, Dad's there. I just ran off for this, so lucky me. But yeah, the hours, I think it's been 6 months, minimum 2 to 3 days a week on it.
What tyres are you running? Like big Hoosiers on the back or something?
It's only a little 235 radial Hoosier.
Right. Is that the class that you're in? Sort of?
Yeah, so we kind of went for that class because we've still got the Borg-Warner rear end in it. Right. So we shortened it, did everything you can do it to make it as strong as we can. But we basically wanted to slow the car down to a point, and the tyre was the thing that was going to slow us down. So
do you need chutes and stuff? I don't know.
We got parachutes, cages, everything like that. We went to put a basic cage in it just to begin with Joel, and we basically started doing it, and then got home. Dad drew a picture with a 4-link hanging off the back of it, and we're like, all right, I guess we'll 4-link it, and it's just
snowballs.
As I said, we got to one point, and we're like, oh, well, while we're here, we might as well do this, and it just ended up the monster it is now.
Yeah, so MVA, obviously your dad does gearboxes, so I assume he's been quite involved in this project as well, and I guess that's what his main business is drag racing cars.
Yeah, so MV Automatics basically started. Dad was a Elizabeth boy back in the day. He used to race at Adelaide International as much as he could, build a street car, kind of build a reputation about it, and just managed to make a business out of it. So we advertise as mainly automatic transmissions. We're normally booked up 3 months in advance for people trying to build the boxes, but we do engines, diffs, chassis work, you name it. With a race car, we'll do it.
You know what else he does? His dad built my XL as well.
Engine or the gearbox?
No, the car. Yeah, right. It was hydroponics guy. What was his name? Owned the car. Erigo. No, Erigo.
Oh yeah, Danny.
I have Danny Erigo's old car. He doesn't race anymore. And looking through the logbook, I'm like, that's MV Automatics at the front.
It's funny
of the
because
shop.
I was up at the river at Punny and there was a guy I met, and he must know your old man or yourself. He's a mechanic, and he sends some of the work up to you guys. He must be out this neck of the woods. He's a mechanic and sends all these diffs and gearboxes and stuff up.
We got a lot of people sending work to us, even from Darwin to Dad used to go over to Thailand to run some race cars over there when he was younger and stuff like that. So we got work coming out from all directions.
So you started obviously winding it back into dirt karts. That was your first sort of Fortuna Racing, I guess, or was it sort of?
Yeah, so it was basically, Dad built me this go-kart when I was like 4 years old. It was out of a little pedal cart, and he put a little whippersnipper motor on the back, had plastic wheels, and Dad owned a crash repair shop at that point in time. Had a huge driveway, so I'd drive up and down, pull the handbrake, do a 360 and come back and all that. So I did that, and then finally got a proper go-kart at 7, a little BRK kart, and yeah, basically every weekend from that point forwards up until I was like 14, me and Dad were at a racetrack at some point. So yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Must have sort of skipped, like I did the same, but you were probably 6 or 7 years later sort of thing. So we did that whole thing for about 5 years, and Morgan and, Katina and Adelaide. And
I mean, BRK Karts, local brand as well.
Yeah, well,
still going.
We're not far from Adelaide here. And did you ever race the actual speedway here?
No.
Well, no, never got to.
The only thing I remember about that speedway, I've never even been there. So
you never went to watch?
I raced at Adelaide heaps, but I never went to watch. And the only memory I was thinking as I was driving out here, the only memory I have is a picture Joel showed me when he first started racing wingless of him flipping over a tractor tyre.
Yeah, right.
In a white wingless. So, that's the only memory. And
we didn't get to do the sprint cars there because it's not running now, which is a shame because...
It's sad, even like at AIR, like I started doing my JDP track days there when it was still a piece of shit when I went there. But that place, I don't know what's going to happen. Nothing is planned really in the future.
Well, I heard there's sort of like asbestos in the mounds.
Oh, that's all right. We can go racing still.
But that's why they can't sell it, because it would cost them more if they sold the land for someone to find out that there's rumours, obviously, and there's a lot of rumours tonight we can go into. But that's why nothing's been done, because, it'd be a lawsuit for the Jane family or the company if they sold it for, 10 million and then they found out that it's asbestos in there. So apparently there's heaps of tyres in there, like old tyres packed into those mounds. So if anyone starts to drill into there...
You don't know what you're going to find.
Well, there's work getting done out there, and they do host some small meetings and car meets, but no real race meetings.
Yeah.
But, when you've got Shell V-Power with the dragway there, why would you go out there when you've got,
Yeah, I think like the good part about Adelaide International is obviously the streetcar guys, they love it. It's close to town. You can cruise out here. You can do a pass. You don't have to drive an hour up to the Bend. Obviously,
is it a quarter mile or is it?
You can do a quarter mile. Basically, when Dad raced, it was 1,000 foot because his car was too fast. So anything faster than I think like a 8-second quarter, you had to go 1,000 foot.
Because of the runoff, obviously.
Yeah,
you go straight into a house if you're not careful.
Yeah. So
I want to touch base on what we've been doing recently. I think for you, Max, one of the big things I saw, there's 2 things at Bathurst I remember from you. Number one was that Ethan was doing a DPF clean on your truck, and everyone kept coming up. Oh my God, the truck's on fire! The truck was smoking up.
Your truck?
Yeah.
So what was it on smoke?
On Sunday, Ethan was just doing a DPF clean. I guess you got to do them. Yeah. And then I just went up and said, "Oh, hey, how you going?" All these people come up. "Oh, your truck's on fire, mate." No, DPF. He probably did it. Had 30 people come up to him.
You knew he was doing that.
Well, no, I set it up. So it was kind of it was badly planned. So Joel,
you did it as a joke?
No, it wasn't a joke, but it did need to do a burn on the way up. It threw a check engine light, so I took the scan tool up. This, that, da. And Joel was bringing a car back from Bathurst to Adelaide, so he finished racing. It was on the Saturday. So they loaded the car up into my truck, so we fired it up and put it in. I was like, I might as well do the regen while we're at it.
Does it not do it automatically? Because some trucks do.
But it failed.
Right.
So it failed it, and the truck driver pressed on, and then it really clogged itself up pretty good. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll just do it now while it's hot. And then everyone's getting ready. All the drivers, they got their earphones in, ready to go. Like they're all G'd up, ready to go. And I'm just on the scan tool. My truck's still on a regen. And I had heaps of people come up to me. Oh, your truck's on fire. What's going on? And
where were you parked? Right near the tents?
Like I was like the first truck in front of the tent. So I just Dutched the whole Porsche paddock out.
It was smoking up.
It was so good.
It was smoking up. It was funny to see that. And the second thing was your straight line speed was crap. And I was going to ask you what's going on with that car, because you struggled at Bathurst, I feel like.
Yeah, we struggled a little bit at the Bend as well. It wasn't as obvious because obviously we're not climbing up a mountain. But yeah, that video I posted on the Friday, I think it was.
Did you get a slap on the wrist for that?
Nah.
So you're not allowed to post
no
on
untrucked footage,
yeah.
mate.
People have a cry about
exactly,
posting on board. So no one said anything?
No one said anything. I was like,
so
good to go.
what's going on? Is it you put it on the dyno? Is it like an engine related issue?
I'm not
Or is
sure. Like I've had the Porsche guys go through the engine data flat out, this, that, da. They were trying to tell me it was fine when I qualified the car, even though I was quicker than 2 Pro-Ams down the straight, and I was losing like a second just going up mountain straight. So we found a little problem with the engine there, fixed that, and then we're thinking we may have a possible brake drag issue going on because we cleaned the brakes up a bit more, got a little bit more straight line speed out of it. But our biggest problem, like after that, we kept knocking the front splitter off. So in race 1, I was following, I don't know who it was, probably Osborne or something, and 3 cars run over this black blob, I don't know what it was, down the straight, and it's flicked up and smacked my front splitter off. So that happened then. Then the next race, it fell off. We don't know why. No one can tell me why. It's brand new bar, brand new everything. And then the last one, I overtook target going into the chase, and there was some debris there and knocked the front splitter off again. So you go up mountain straight, and you actually do a wheel stand as you crest the hill and come back down.
But normally, would you be doing splitters that often, even if you hit things?
No.
So maybe some air's getting inside and it's creating drag
it's
plus
doing something
splitters.
weird.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I've also heard that everyone's just gluing their front splitters on as well. So
Yeah, they
see
seem
how we
pretty
go.
fragile. Everyone's got them like ready as spare. What do they cost for just like that plastic front splitter?
they're like $350 each.
I'll just 3D print that. if
Do
you
they
could.
run? Do they run like a minimum plank thing, like a open wheeler, or is it like some sort of?
They've got minimum ride heights and all that stuff, but
Okay,
yeah.
there's no plank sort of style. No,
Nah,
okay.
like,
They're
but
not that low.
I remember when the cars first come out, like Sonic, basically they'd roll out for a practice session. The thing would just fall off down the straight all the time. I think it's something weird with the 992 car that I don't know if there's a weird batch going on or something like that.
Right.
But I think it just got to a point everyone's gluing theirs on, and I kind of missed that memo and didn't glue mine on. So
When is the 992.2 coming in?
so the current one will run obviously the rest of this year and the next year.
Right.
Year after that, it'll come in. So that's
And is there much difference in, like, can you convert them or is it completely different car?
completely
Okay,
different
right.
car. New one's got ABS. I don't think it's running traction control on Cup car.
Do they have TC at the moment or?
No. So at the moment, no ABS, no traction. But next year, they're making us put ABS in the cars.
Okay.
Why is that? Why are they changing that? That's a big change.
I've argued this flat out to the Porsche people, but they think it's the right thing to do because apparently the Pro-Ams don't like how the car drives at the moment. The car I drive over in New Zealand is ABS and TC. It doesn't do anything different. It just means you can brake deeper.
Yeah,
So,
It's just easier to drive.
Think of the
Yeah.
GR Cup guys. I just see them hazard lights come on. They all just dive bomb and they got no brake modulation. They're just going for it because they can.
Well, you see what
Right.
happened at Bathurst with the 86s, they're driving like clowns. Like, they're just driving into people.
Yeah, we'll get into that after.
Okay.
I want to hear about this. I just don't get it.
What do you mean?
Just this.
They want to make it
massive change.
easier for the Pro-Am.
Then why doesn't the programs just have ABS automatically? Why don't
Yeah,
you just
so-
give
Well, I
them?
think that's what they do this year, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they've got a Masters as well, so you can choose to run ABS.
Right.
And in the meeting, about 3 or 4 of the AMs were like, well, we don't want to run ABS either. So
okay.
no one in that meeting really wanted to run ABS, but they want Porsche as a whole to move to Sprint Challenge with ABS because then it's an easier stepping stone for Cup car. But it's not hard to learn how to drive an ABS
But
car.
like, how about people go back to Formula Ford, learn how to drive, and then go to a Cup car? Like
Yeah.
you know what
Well,
I mean?
which
Like,
Formula Ford
what-
series do you want to choose?
Well,
You've
doesn't
got three
matter. Go to
choose from.
state level. Like, if you want to learn how to drive, go race an Aussie car.
Yeah.
Go race a lower category,
Yeah.
and then once you get your racecraft or your understanding how to, brake properly,
100%.
then go to a
Yeah.
Cup car. So I don't know.
So once the 0.2 comes in, you can't use the first generation.
No, that
anymore.
turns into a Sprint Challenge car.
Yeah.
Oh wow! And all those Sprint Challenge cars
Yeah,
now,
me and
just
you, we can buy them.
They'll go
cars.
Class B,
Class
and then
B.
the Class B cars are just
track cars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're all just going to be track cars or sprint challenge cars,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever,
just-
whatever you want to do. So
Yeah, wow.
Good
It's
fun.
crazy. That is crazy. I want to talk about the 86 crash at Bathurst, actually, because now that you brought that up. Because in race 1, I don't know if you saw, Max, but it was one of just it was a horrible crash. It
Was this the one?
race
turn-
1 after
out of
turn 1. Basically, there was wheel-to-wheel contact between two drivers. And then the driver at the back of the grid kept planting his throttle
yeah.
and
Yeah, that's
planted
what I was-
into
yeah.
another driver, Clay Richards. and Clay got knocked out from it. And I was just like, what are you doing?
They're trying to pick up spots. They see an accident. I can make up 6 spots and hold the thing pinned and try and that just causes another accident and another accident.
Yeah,
and,
I reckon this one's more just...
Or that one at the end, yeah.
Tunnel vision.
The one, like the same incident, but 2 cars ahead, they're trying to keep the thing pinned because it's a safety car and you got 2 laps to you have to pick up as many spots as you can. So it's disappointing. I don't think that declared, was it? It wasn't even a race?
There was no race. I think the point of the thing is, like you said, Max, just keep your heads up, guys. Like, fuck, if you're crashing in front of you, don't plant your throttle.
But there would have been yellow. Surely you can see.
No, it was
shit going.
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. But like with the whole 86 thing, like I love the category. I think the drivers and the racing's like it's hard and stuff like that. But the guys that come out of that, their racecraft is it's okay, but they don't know about crashing. Like when I grew up racing Formula Ford, you hit someone, you know about it because it bloody hurt.
To canoe it real quick.
Exactly.
We talked about this with Luke King.
Yeah. Like these boys just drive into each other. And it's
door. You can't do that with an open wheeler.
No, but then you move to a Porsche and they still do it. It just costs way more.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly right. So you can be conscious of that depending on your budget.
Yeah.
It's a big jump, that GR Cup, though, from Porsche or Super 2 still. That's like Formula Ford, I think there's a lot more respect, like you guys have said, especially you, Adrian, as you know.
F3s and, open wheelers, you just can't be doing this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of the Formula Ford crashes, the wheel contact and the rollovers
I've seen. Even Aussie cars, you really can't get away with just dooring people. You'll collect a wheel and it's game over. So
I do want to also note as well with engines, what you spoke about before, your engine's stuffed, Adrian. Ooh. You had a crap Bathurst.
No, it was going right until then. And then I sort of felt it earlier in the weekend. I thought this engine's not nice. And
your straight line was
you can sort of feel it. And then 3 corners to go on the last day in the last race. Oil pressure. So I clutched in and rolled. I got to the finish from Conrod all the way down and got 10th, I think.
I wondered why you were so far back, and I was like,
I was sitting in 5th, I think, and then
seeing you come in, you were in a
few engines went on the weekend, just different categories. Supercars had a few.
Yeah, there's things with like GR Cup gearboxes. GR Cup's got a new gearbox that they've fixed, but there's still issues. But look, I'm sure that's still getting...
It's a new upgrade or something, you're saying?
They had an upgrade for the gear linkages because they're fragile. As you know, they blow very quick. Had a lot of drivers come up to me and just frustrated because gearbox issues once again. So I don't know if that's still
Are they flat shifting?
They are, for sure.
Yeah, well, we're having the same issues. I think Borgie had 3 gearboxes go at Bathurst because if you don't flat shift in the utes now, you know where, especially Bathurst.
There nearly has to be a rule that comes in that says no flat shifting.
But how do you mandate that?
Yeah, there's a lot of data to look at. Yeah. It's a great rule to bring
pull it out.
Yeah, I guess. But then you can not flat shift, but kind of flat shift. Where do you stop it?
It's true, but it would be a great thing to bring in. Like, obviously, if you're flat shifting, you're gonna break a gearbox, right? Like,
it's just
common knowledge.
You're gonna wear it out quicker.
Yeah, 100%.
Or if you miss slot.
But if you can't afford to flat shift, then you're not going to flat shift. And a lot of people are in qualifying.
But the whole, what's the point of showing up if you don't flat shift?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
If everyone else is doing it run at the front, you got no choice. You have to spend the money. You've spent 99% to get this.
That's what we're doing now.
Exactly.
Anyway, that's a fun one. So, Dusty, Baskerville. I've never raced there. You ever been there? No. So, what was it like?
A sick track.
What did you race? XL?
It was an XL Enduro we went up for. So big thanks to the bloke that had the car, Damien. The track's sick. It's like a 1 minute lap in an XL. So it's super tight. We had like Gagan was there and Charlie Parker and Josh Webster, Trans Am driver. So had some good battles. And then, but the thing is, there was so many crashes. It started with 14 cars and there was only 8 cars left for the Enduro.
How many? So 14
8 cars left for the Enduro. There's like a sprint race and then the Enduro. And then I was running in 3rd and got taken out. So that was fun.
Big one or?
No, just dive bomb move. So that was, my only chance of getting a podium, and I couldn't even get a freaking podium of an 8-car grid. So I was very, very disappointed. Got the car back out. Good atmosphere, and it was free entry for all mainland drivers, but I just didn't get the numbers. But yeah, good fun group.
Mainland drivers?
Because it's Tassie, they want people to come over.
Oh, okay,
and
right.
People didn't want to come over. But I did put in my first protest ever in my life to the driver that took me out, only because it could have gifted Charlie Parker the win, who was in second.
You're a nice guy, aren't you?
And the guy got a penalty, but it was a 10-second penalty, and second place was 17 seconds behind. So my protest didn't work out. And it's awkward because you go up to the race control and then the other driver comes up to race control because they get caught up. So you're both up there. And it's
Dibber-dobber Cindy, isn't it?
I'm a dibber-dobber. And it was just dead silent. I didn't want to look at the guy. I was like, I'm so sorry, but I don't like you.
Far out.
And then his dad came up to me and he said, because I filmed the driver that hit me.
But if you got taken out, why should you have to put a form in? I guess
because they weren't going to do anything about it unless we came up.
But as a blatant takeout, you shouldn't have to put a form in. Forms are meant for those 50-50-ish ones that are do you know what I mean?
I've made a video on this. I think race control wanted to go home at the end of the day. So
I reckon I've seen that, yeah.
So you're going to get in trouble again.
I'm going to get in trouble again. But they were great race control. Just want to put that out there. But then the dad of the driver came up to me because what happened was I filmed his son and we had a laugh on camera like, oh, you took me out, blah, blah, blah. And then I put a protest in and his dad's like, you just filmed my son and now you're protesting? He was heartbroken, his dad. And I felt like a dickhead, but it was just me. Just don't take me out. It was fun. It was a great weekend. And yeah, that's enough racing for me until end of the year. So
what are you doing at the end of the year?
XL Enduro again.
You love the Enduros, don't you?
I know.
I think I might be in that one.
You're going to be...
Yeah, I think Scotty Tiller's going to get his car out.
He's been hiding his car for years.
Well, his gearbox has been at the workshop for 6 months and hasn't moved.
If he has an MV gearbox, he's going to be quick.
Yeah, we've got to sort him
You're
out.
flat shifting those.
Scotty's a mechanic for your team as well.
Yep.
So and Scotty races XLs. And
right.
That'd be really cool to see you back out.
So you used to race XLs?
Yeah, that's where I started. Right. So I did 3 race meetings just to get my license for Formula Ford. So yeah, that was awesome fun. XLs, 14 years old. And then we ran a little race team for probably 2-3 years in XLs. Really learned how to coach new drivers, and it was quite cool. They were all older than me and had different experiences in life. And yeah, I learned a lot and got to teach them a lot as well.
Well, it's a cheap way to go racing, and you learn the tracks, learn the rules, racecraft, and they're fast little cars. When obviously the top speed's pretty slow, but mid corner braking, it's sort of.
Do you look back at the XL days and think because you were new to racing and all that, there's such fond memories, even though it was just grassroots racing?
I loved it. Yeah. I thought it was so much fun. I remember Brody Cook,
the blue car.
Yeah.
And Gil Slade had that car.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. We used to go racing together. We basically started at the same time, and me and Dad built that car for I think $5,000 or something like that back in the day, and then everyone thought it was crazy because we sold it for 10. Yeah. And then the next car we sold for 15. Then we ended up selling for 23, and it was just
I remember the news of the day. It was like
was that $50,000 someone sold?
Yeah, I remember there was the national championship winning car went $50,000. They got written off as well. Right. So here's the fun thing of your car. Everyone had talk of the town. $10,000. How could they do that? And then it got written off. Someone wrote it off straight away, and everyone thought that car was the best car because it had a state championship, Phillip Island. It got good results.
It was
it was a talk of the town in XL.
Yeah, it was a cool looking car. We never painted it, never did anything, but it had we went through the motor, cleaned it up. We didn't really do anything because back in the day the rules were pretty tight. But the thing was always fast, and those shocks that were actually in that car, they were Ashes.
Yeah, right.
What were you guys using? Check it out. Oh,
I don't know.
XYZ.
No. This was so Asher had a set of shocks that he didn't like, so he pulled them out of the car. So we ran on them, and we got them for free. Everything was fine.
People just because you win, people associate the car and they price it up.
But then we sold the car, and Asher obviously wanted his shocks back, so we put XYZs in it. Went and tested, went a second faster.
Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? And back then it was Malar was like a 132 was a fast time. Now they're doing 126s.
Well, that was 10 years ago or 8 years ago or something?
Yeah, it would have been
7 or something.
No, it would have been 10 years ago. Yeah.
I remember a lot of superstitions with the XLs, do this, but someone does well using this, they think it's that. Well, you know what I mean?
I'll put it this way. I was racing Oscar Target in Queensland, and he had the shittest car on the grid, and I just straight lined him. He still caught up to me, but just overtaking Oscar Target in a straight line, it felt wrong. He's a Porsche driver. Right. And I'm like, his engine's crap, mine's good. And I think SA cars are probably struggling a little bit. Well,
there's different rules or something, isn't there?
There's different series now, but there's certain engines that are just rocket ships. And I think it's cast heads and all that. There's one good cast head you can use.
But you get freak
and all
engines and stuff.
Yeah.
You
just
get, especially with the low horsepower stuff.
That last one we built, that XD car that we sold to Arrigo, that was running second to Who won the Nationals at the Bend?
Was it not Asher or Joel Johnson?
Nah, it was
Benny
Grice.
Benny Grice.
Yeah,
Gricey.
So he was running second to Gricey and was like chasing him down on his ass, and then he ended up dropping a wheel and throwing an axle out the side of the thing. But that just sits fucking fly. That just sits in his shed now. He won't sell it. He loves it.
That's funny.
Do you want to stop and get this fly?
No, I'll get it in. I've got one thing about that Benny Grice thing. It's funny you say that.
What Grice? Do you know
Benny
Grice?
Grice? I know Benny Grice. He got protested by Asher at that Nationals for his illegal sway bar. Yeah. And he said he said something to my sister. My sister was trying to contact him, like, we need the trophy back because he ran home with it. And he said, sorry, I lost it at the strippers. He was gone. So, but he's still got that trophy somewhere.
Yeah,
so,
100%.
yeah, that's funny. There was a protest, and
maybe he did lose it.
If you win an XL National Championship,
we got in trouble for sway bar that weekend as well. So we had
softer or stiffer?
Nah, stiffer. Well, the sway, because you got a set sway bar. So when I rocked up, we put a bigger sway bar in the car. Then that was illegal. So then we had to go to a certain size. So then we heat treated them to harden them.
Yeah, right.
Which was fine. I'm sure everyone's doing that nowadays. I don't really care.
Yeah, not
but we actually ended up changing the mounts to make them stiffer again.
Yep.
And then, I don't know, someone obviously looked under the car when we were taking a wheel off something. So then before the last race, had to fix that. So, yeah, if old mate did win, we would have actually been fine because we already got in trouble for it.
Yeah.
Scandals there, and then there's scandals going on here as well. There's a lot of
scandals. So, do you go into the scandals
might as well. This is sort of breaking news this week. There's a bit of a big issue here with Joey Mawson.
Bad boy Joey.
So, not ideal. We'll pull up the article so we're not
pull it up. Like, so for those
that
don't know, and Joey was
Joey raced
European he was racing in Europe for quite a while.
Obviously, like he won national championships in karting. He was the next biggest thing, and raced in the S5000, won multiple championships, and he was on his way to sort of make the supercars enduro. He was linked up with Premier, did a test with him, and he didn't have enough
super license
points.
Yeah.
So there was a big rigmarole about 4 years ago, and they were trying to get exemption and stuff like that. And he had a big stink up with the system, and supercars, for whatever reason, didn't like that. And then he had a drug test, whether that was random or targeted, we don't probably know, and he got done for some sort of fitness supplement, and that was sort of the end of him for 3 or 4 years. And I think that's coming up to get his MA license back next year or something like that.
It was going to be it was a 3-year ban.
And then for whatever reason, he's back being able to race again, and then bang, there's a new one coming out that he was involved in some sort of scandal with Michael Schumacher's hospital here. I don't know if you know about this, Max, or you've just heard about this, so it's just came out that some sort of sexual assault charge that with a nurse or something inside Michael Schumacher's home in 2019. So obviously 2019, that was still with Michael was obviously in the coma still.
That was Joey's peak, of racing as well in Europe. With Mick Schumacher was a close friend of his. Look, the context of what they're talking about is really they were out at the pool, and long story short, this happened, this didn't happen. A lot of speculation about.
So it's accusation. It's not
basically
proven yet.
This person's come out and it's been hidden through the court system, and now it's come public.
Right.
And it's crazy how it's 2019. And
it takes time to go through the legal.
It's one of those things. It's like you have one blow and then he's got this blow, because I thought he might come back to racing. But now that whatever's true and false, the case is all this media publicity is not going to be good.
Nah, this is not a good look for, but that's the problem with a lot of these sort of things. Like, you're innocent until proven guilty, or you're guilty until proven innocent. And that's what I don't like about what happens if he comes out and he's not guilty. He's already dragged through the mud, and that's not fair.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's guilty or not guilty, but we don't know yet. I believe it's just reports.
I just find it crazy there's something from that many years ago. Why is it coming out now?
Because it has to get, I think with the sexual assault stuff and things like that, it has to get hidden from the courts.
Yeah.
Because I do know, with the child, anything to do with children in the courts, it can't be, it's all private kind of thing. So, he's obviously another drama.
This is the case of, the guy had a lot of talent, and now it's like, how are you going to come back to motorsport now? That's that's career ending basically.
We just pay your way into
I don't know if
SCT.
he's paying
Is that how you do it? Anyway, we'll move on from that one.
There's been a lot of stuff in Supercar. This whole Supercar silly season is like one of the best.
Yeah, that's a good segue. You don't want to talk about this anymore. No. So we'll close that one off as interesting, and we'll keep an eye out on that.
I'll just note with that, I hope Joey finds whatever happens.
I like Joey.
I hope he comes
I've
back.
worked with him before, with, driver coaching and hot lap work, and he's always been good to me. And I've had a few jokes with him, and so I don't know. Whatever's happened, and we'll have to wait and see.
I hope he's not guilty because that's really.
But like
horrible.
from some of the comments online, apparently he was in a relationship with her or something like that. So I don't think it's just some random person that. But yeah, we'll see.
Got to watch your back, you know.
You do. You get stabbed real quick.
We might as well just go through. I think what's happening recently with the signing so SCT Logistics is now.
Yeah, that's just news, isn't it? Just
like we literally had this 30 minutes ago before Max came. They've signed their driver now in Super 2. You probably know pretty well. You don't really in your first season get an opportunity to prove yourself, and you did a season of Super 2.
Yep.
And it's crazy to find that a rookie will just get that spot just like that
into SCTs. That's what you're saying.
Well, into the main game.
Yeah,
into the main game.
Well, I guess it should take longer than that, but maybe not.
I think obviously your Matty Payne, your Ryan Woods, all that stuff was kind of lined up before they even made it to Super 2. They were
Allen.
They were already. Oh, not so much Kai because he wasn't in that group, but like Grovey grabbed Payne straight from Cup Car.
Okay,
and then
I hear what you're saying.
Shaw grabbed Woody straight from Sprint Challenge. They kind of had that pathway set out, ready to go. Yeah, this one's, I don't know,
a bit left field.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I can probably speak more about it. I mean, I just find I look at the comments and I'm like, geez. Like, I don't know. I just don't remember that many drivers just doing, here, go to Super 2, here's your main game.
That's why I keep saying it should be a ladder system in Super 2. The top 3 can get a ticket. The main game teams need to pick from those top 3.
Yeah, but even that, I reckon you could be the best driver. You could put Gizzy in one of the worst cars in Super 2. He's not going to win.
Yeah.
It's...
But at least it somewhat stops
but
pay drivers. You know what I mean?
You just got to pay to be in the best team. Like you pay to be in a Triple A car, you pay to be in a Tickford car,
Yeah, exactly. And you can see what's happened this season. And I think for your season last year, you lost a Rookie Cup and you found that you struggled quite a lot with what you had
Who were you with?
I was with Anderson Motorsport. So,
They Bathurst, are they? Bathurst team?
Bathurst-based team.
Right, okay.
You look at the team, the weekend, the year as a whole. We ran top 4 in the championship most of the year. I made a mistake at the last round and dropped us back to 6th. But yeah, it's annoying. It's one of those things. The first thing you get taught when you jump into supercar is you can't overdrive it. The style is the style, and you can't do anything about it. I had Brendan Hogan, which was one of the best engineers I've ever worked with, driving style wise and car setup, this, that, da. And yeah, we worked really hard. We got some good results, picked up, I think, 6 or so trophies over the year.
What car was that? Triple A car?
No, that was a DJR car.
Okay.
So that was Coulthard's old car back in the day. Yep. So that's the car Tom sets in now.
Right.
Yep. So, well, I don't know. It's annoying because obviously we were kind of there or thereabouts. We weren't quite on the race pace side of things. Everyone seemed to be able to do 2 to 3 more flying laps in qualifying compared to my 1. But I felt like me personally, I made the most out of what I had and stuff like that. Like you look at the car this year and the results, I think I've done a pretty solid job. But at the end of the day, like teams either look at money or they look at who's winning. And I wasn't winning enough races, and it is what it is.
They're a weird one. It's a bit short-sighted in the main game team managers where they're only looking at that, not looking at who's doing the best job in filter the best cars to the medium cars and look at he's outperforming a mid-level car.
Yeah.
He must be better. Let's give him a shot. If I was a team manager or a billionaire owner, I'd be looking a bit smarter.
Yeah, 100%.
That's just me.
Yeah. But the problem nowadays is everyone is a bloody good driver nowadays. Even if you have money, you don't have money. The
mid-level Super 2 is still good.
The difference between them isn't actually that much. You've got to be absolutely outstanding to make it with no money. So I think a lot of these guys that you see that end up paying their way in, this, that, da. I don't know if they're good enough to be there, but they're still a very good race car driver.
Yeah.
If that comes from testing and driving this, that,
Still a
da,
good driver.
they're still a good driver.
That's why I said that to Luke King last episode about Stroll. He could go and race Le Mans or IndyCar, and he's not going to be disgraceful.
He's still a good driver.
He does some stupid moves, and he's probably not the best. But he's not shit.
He'd beat us. Like he's
obviously.
But we compare him to guys like Max Verstappen. And Max Verstappen's
or
the best bloke
Lando, or Oscar, or Alonso. These guys are like pinnacle of
Yeah. And
interesting.
Looking at that Super 2 season, are you proud that you've got to that level? Like even though it was ups and downs, you wouldn't change anything about it?
No, not at all. Like even from my very first season of racing Formula Ford with Sonic, I've been lucky enough that the teams have supported me. I wouldn't have been able to do it on my own back, that's for sure. So massive thank you to the guys at Anderson Motorsport for giving me that car and giving me the opportunity to drive it. So the dollars everyone else is talking about to race, there was not a chance in hell I could ever do that. I wouldn't spend that in 3 seasons.
Did you do a lot of the mechanical work on the Cup, Formula Ford, and the Super 2?
So the Formula Ford, I didn't do too much. I used to go over every school holidays to Melbourne. I used to live with my mechanic Glenn in every school holidays, worked for Sonic, learnt a lot from that. And then I moved there in 2018, 2019, one of the two. 2019. During Sprint Challenge, basically worked for him full time, this, that, da. And the only car that I'd never worked on was my Super 2 car. So every other car I raced, I worked on.
It's probably a bit weird for you as well because you're so used to being so involved, and you are this season as well of your car.
Yeah, exactly. Like, especially going from TechWorks, like I was very involved with that team away from the racetrack, obviously working full time for them. Not only just working on the car, but kind of orchestrating test days, managing the thing with Rob. So I learned a lot from him, which was awesome. But yeah, it was quite weird to rock up to a track. You don't know what tyres you got on the car. You don't know what's going on, because I used to be the guy that would make that list and sort out all that stuff before we got there. So it was weird to just rock up with a helmet and then just kind of trust everyone at face value. So it was good. I learned a lot. Like at the end of the day, not many people get to race Super 2. No. Not many people get to race near the front of Super 2, get podiums, stuff like that. So I can't complain too much. I've had a pretty good run.
Was that the Bob Jane car in Porsche?
So yeah, Bob Jane car in Sprint Challenge, and then Tyre Power car in Cup Car.
Ah,
yeah.
You'd done the swap.
Yeah.
Swap.
So I was Bob Jane team up with Sonic, and then I left, and then a good friend Daryl, Blackwood Tyre Power, you know him, put us in contact with Tyre Power, and we made a deal come together. And then obviously Rob from Gold Coast made the deal properly come together and build a team.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And you're running your own show now in Porsche?
Yeah. Like this year we've got my car, and then we're just doing the rounds that we choose. So it's weird. Like I was thinking about it today. Although I'm not doing a full championship this year, I've raced more this year than I have for probably the last 6 years of my life. So between New Zealand and Australia,
Yeah, right.
I've raced way more than I normally do.
And the burgundy, is that like a V? It's like a VZ youth colour. Like is it like a unique thing?
I basically went to Asher. I was like, give me something that like just looks different.
Right.
So we're going through colours, and to be honest, that's actually not the colour I choose.
Right.
So I chose a slightly brighter version of that, and I was like, oh, that'll look mean. It'll pop this, that, da. And Asher sent me a picture. I was like, oh, I don't think that looks right, but it's halfway on the car, so just press on with it.
It kind of suits now.
It's just different. It is unique.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, the colour is really cool. And I was going to ask you, how many flights do you do a year? Like, because you travel probably more than most people I know when it comes to racing. Because you're a mechanic, you're engineering as well.
Yeah.
New Zealand, it's every second week it must be.
Yeah, like this year's been a bit quieter on the flight side because I've obviously got the truck. I was running that team, so I used to drive the truck to all the events. But I think I'd have to be past the 50s. Those last 2 seasons, for sure. Between what I used to coach Sprint Challenge, GT4, used to race Cup Car, and then New Zealand. So Somerset, so that's another 5 rounds plus testing over there. I actually used to
frequent fire.
Yeah, this is the first year that I haven't been crook like flat out because I've been driving the truck instead of flying.
Yeah.
So
It's probably better on the road a little bit.
Yeah,
You do that all the same, mate. Adrian,
Yeah,
you're
I
the same
drive
as
truck
well.
sometimes. It's sort of nice to get on the hay planes and you got no one to serve you. You got no service, so it's good. It's good.
I remember last year driving the hay planes. We left at like 10 o'clock at night. Went through the hay planes with Shane the Wiki and Salvatore. Everyone's asleep. And like we just
the driver wasn't asleep.
No, he was awake. Shane was awake, and we're just like, there's kangaroos everywhere. Next minute, kangaroo middle of the road, just fucking slammed.
Did
kangaroo.
you?
Yeah.
They didn't like kangaroos.
No, but hay planes is
Kyle
bad.
Allen nearly hit a kangaroo. See
He
that?
did at Bathurst, but don't drive the hay planes at night if you
If
unless
you
you
got
have
a big bull
bar.
bar and it's
Yeah.
70,
It is
right?
shocking, absolutely shocking.
I just hate the hay planes. It's just too windy.
Boring.
Yeah.
It is a bit boring. There's a lot of wool on the
Yeah, it makes you feel like you're definitely an outback.
Yeah, it does.
So one thing for you, right, remember all this swearing and carrying on that, Motorsport Australia and Supercars and Formula One came out and said, a couple of years ago, don't swear, you're not allowed to swear in interviews and on the radio and things like that. You have a look on the YouTube, the Supercars, they put on, the radio days or whatever they call it, and every second swear is a swear word. So I don't know if the rules have changed, whether they're just relaxed or they just don't care.
Yeah, I
Do you know
don't
what I
know.
mean?
Like, I reckon racing is probably the worst for swearing. Like, whenever I leave the workshop, because I grew up in a race shop, basically, the language is just insane. You leave and go talk to a normal person, you're like, mate, pull your head in.
Yeah.
But every second word.
Why are they suppressing the passion? Because the drivers are, we're doing something 200 k's an hour and people are door to door.
They're fired up.
Like you can't suppress that.
People want to hear it, don't they? I mean, I know you got to keep a certain level, but what's the? Yeah, I don't know what the change is, Adrian.
It's interesting. I think it came from FIA, Formula One,
Yeah.
trying to be that woke
Feed it
sort
down.
of.
Yeah, I wonder if it's more just to do with actual TV ratings. Like, I don't know, maybe a certain time frame you can't swear as much.
Maybe
late night
in the
TV,
interviews.
yeah,
You're not allowed to do it in interviews.
yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
But radio, like you.
But then when it happens, like Scott McLaughlin at Adelaide when he won the race, it's like, oh.
But then
big
they
viral
use
hit.
that as
Yeah,
marketing.
they love it. Yeah,
It's marketing.
yeah.
Like you either you find them, but then you use it as a marketing tool to
That's pretty
promote the
standard.
event.
Like you have a fight in NASCAR, they use it flat out.
Yeah.
You still get in trouble.
They
Like,
love
It's
it.
crazy.
One thing I found interesting about NASCAR in their second division is that YouTuber who started doing like third division races. What's that American guy? Archer.
Yeah, so it's like
Cletus.
fourth down.
Cletus
Oh,
McFarlane.
yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
sorry to forget his name, but
Yeah.
they were saying that the ratings of Archer have gone crazy thanks to him. Like nobody ever watched it, and then you get someone that's got a bit of marketing potential, and he has.
Well,
built
Arcade's
that
got
up.
more than Xfinity one of the rounds.
Isn't that crazy?
Because he posts it, you're allowed to post on board, live on board.
Yeah.
So it's just like putting a live video in our car.
Yeah.
But then Cletus, they also said in the video that Cletus got in massive trouble for having a camera in the car.
Really?
For one of his Daytona
Just
races.
it's a GoPro or something.
You're not allowed.
Fair enough.
Apparently, not allowed to do that as
Fair
well. I don't know what NASCAR's rules are with filming on track, but we've got our own thing.
The Bathurst was good, the race.
Do you reckon that race? I don't know how much you saw of it, but did that race make you feel like this is motorsport? Like that was the best Bathurst since 2014.
It was wild, that's for sure.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
yeah.
But rain shouldn't be the factor to make the motorsport race good. If it didn't rain,
Yeah,
I think it would have been a
boring as-
snoozer. So yeah, it was good. Fucking amazing. One of the best races, Jeopardy. People were pitting, wet weather tyres, spinning out, hitting the wall. Things were going on. And that's what motorsport's meant to be. That's what sport's meant to be, is edge of the seat, sort of, you don't know who's going to win. But for rain to be the factor to make a good race, I think they're missing. Something's still missing. It should be done in the dry.
I think all the cars and the drivers are just
Too good.
too good.
Too
nowadays.
clinical.
Like back in the day, you got to look after the car. Even I don't know, like FG generation supercar, you still got to look after it. This
Don't
that,
get it
that.
hot. Gearbox.
And the drivers, like the Coeys back then, they were still pretty good. But the Coeys now are just as good as the pros.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and that's the problem. They can do quali laps for an hour and a half, get out the car. The next guy does quali laps.
Cool
And
suits are good.
There's
They're
no
not
real
breaking
mistakes.
down the cars.
Yeah.
So why? So you need more jeopardy in motorsport or sport in general. How do you do that?
You put a pro-am in it as a co-driver. That's what you do. That'll
Aren't they
make it.
doing that already with
Well,
paid
that
drivers?
was- and all the privateers that we used to have back in the early 2000s and 90s, like makes a massive.
Well, I guess you could
difference
put
as
another
well.
20 cars on, and that would create jeopardy.
Yeah.
Because it'd be more lap traffic, more shit going on, more safety cars.
It's like the 12-hour is.
Shit
there's
going
always
on.
shit going on everywhere.
You need
but-
more cars
100%.
to do that. So that's interesting. Question or a statement here: the pit boom with that third car going to SCT, obviously they have to join up with another car, which will be most probably BJR.
Is that what it is? So you don't get your own private garage?
No. So you have to. So you still have to pair up with another team.
Okay, that's weird, isn't it?
Well, this is the fight that Triple Eight are trying to fight to supercars to make them come up to that side of the pit lane.
Yeah,
which I don't agree with.
They should be at the very back, you reckon?
They should be at,
like a wild card?
They should be where that entry finished last year.
Okay.
So wherever that BJR third car and wherever that fourth car of BJR, which is going to Triple Eight, wherever those two finished in the championship, that's where they need to start. Because they shouldn't just be, just because they got the tools there and the...
Yeah, well, it depends what the team's registered under. Is it registered under like Triple Eight SCT Racing, or is it because it's Red Bull Ampol Racing? So if it's a customer team, it's not a part of the team.
Yeah.
So it should be down the back and restart.
Yeah. Like a wild card.
Yeah.
So
the big parity difference you think about is Paddock Bash Cup. That's when it was all real, mate. That's when it was all.
Well, who had the fastest car this year?
Well, Matt, you had a clean car. That's first of all. You had the cleanest car. I know that. Had.
That thing was fast.
You still got it?
Yeah, well, we used it at Joel's Bucks as well at Corny's property. And I snapped the engine man out of it. But no, it's the only one still runs, so we're still good.
Did you win?
No, we come third.
Third place.
So Joel backed it up in his heat race. We're the only people to have two drivers into a car.
Yeah.
And Joel backed up in his heat race. I drove forwards and missed a transfer by one spot. So then I started first in the B, won it, and then I just G'd Joel up like massive for this A main.
It's such a good event.
Was that the Tarmac Assassin? Is that you guys?
So Tarmac Assassin's one of my other mates, Antonio Studi. So he's from Melbourne, so he flew over for a weekend for a bit of fun.
And you're Fire Up.
We're Fire Up.
Right,
so,
okay.
Fire Up.
So and you got a YouTube thing?
We got a YouTube thing, yeah. So we basically Fire Up. The whole saying was, well, it's actually fire up or fuck off is a fuck off. So that basically, me and Lockie used to say it all the time to anyone whenever they got quiet on night out.
Rev them up a bit. Yeah.
And like a purple rock star, we call a fire up.
Okay.
So it's just, I don't know, it's a word we've been using for ages and we're just stuck.
That's why we call ourselves Hit a Wall podcast. It's like break a leg is a normal term. Might as well aim for a fucking wall if you're going to commit to the corner. What's the plan with that? You just want to keep making fun content? Like you seem pretty committed now on your builds. You're putting a bit more time into it. Yeah. You want to show what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think the whole build process of the Ute, we've just been working so fast on it that I haven't really shot anything, to be honest with you. We've been a bit lazy, but Riley, he does all the filming, the editing, stuff like that. He makes it look pretty at the end of it. So once the car's built, we'll do a lot of content with the car and get it out a lot more. But yeah, at the moment, life's just way too busy sorting everything out. So
is Lockie going to have a drive of
it? Yeah. So drag challenge. So I'd say I'll do the first day. He'll do the second. So we'll just each track we'll swap around, and then the last day at the bend we'll turn it right up and try to run it fast.
That's the problem with content filming. Like you're trying to work on stuff, and you got cameras, and you're trying to turn stuff. It is hard,
especially if you're trying to film yourself.
Yeah,
like it's so hard.
Me and Dad and Lockie, we're not film people at all. We just like get stuck in, get it done, sort it all out. So we rather the car do the talking. But it was more of a thing of like, it's a cool car, like it's a funny story. We want to record it, and then I'd say eventually we'll start doing some funny stuff with the car, and then with the channel, we've got heaps of cars. Obviously, we do heaps of racing, so we'll sort something out. Yeah,
like you can once you got the end product, you can talk about the end product as well, which is straightforward, and you have little bits and pieces.
Some sprint car stuff this year, or
no? She's parked in the shed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Lockie's going to do some sprint cars, or
I don't think so. No. Well, he sold his truck. Yeah. He sold one of his motors. He's still got a car, and he's got a semi. He doesn't have a trailer for it, but I'm sure he could find one. But
it's a hard sport. It's a weird sport at the moment.
Do you need a big semi trailer to like really move everything around? Like, stuff.
You need money. Like I don't know. Like it's a tricky spot because we've got some really good drivers and teams in SA. There's not a lot of them. So there's that
was the annoying part about it.
Yeah. Because you can't if you're not that good, you're nowhere.
You look really
Whereas
bad.
like you go to Victoria, like Queensland, so you can sort of, we could probably run around mid-pack and we look okay. Yeah. Here, you're last.
Yeah.
So, and we've only really got the new track, Bordertown, which would be pretty awesome to race at. But
you been there before?
I've raced the old track when I was younger, but I've been there to watch, but sprint car around there would be pretty full on.
Yeah. Well, I went there for the opening. It was really cool. Like
you use sprint cars? Or?
What's that?
Was it a sprint car meeting?
Sprint car mate.
Yeah.
There's actually no crashes. That was so weird. No crashes. I'll just go for demo derby, to be honest, but there was none of that on. So yeah.
That's XL racing, isn't it?
Yeah. I actually want to go through our videos of the week. If we're off turf clips of the week,
We want to jump into that.
Can we jump into it? I've got some great
Right.
stuff. All right.
So we'll do the first one here.
So first one. This is here we go. I want you to skip to. This is a YouTuber. That's
He's up
very
on
well
the
known.
wheel, dude.
He's up on the wheel.
So what's going on here?
So, bit of context here. So, this lad Dirk, he races in Europe. Well, races in Europe with Porsches. And what I think so good about Europe is the content.
Who is this Dirk?
He's a professional racing driver. Races Porsche Carrera Cup in Europe.
Yeah.
But in Europe, you can film everything you want. You can do POV on track.
With this.
What
Every
I'm
episode
saying
we
is
talk about
this guy gets sponsors and partners. I want you to skip to 3:45. It's just explained.
Is this a cup car? Or is this a GTs?
992 Cup car.
Okay.
So he has an accident, which isn't horrible. But
These tracks are sick with
cool is
Porsches, eh? We don't have tracks like this in Australia,
See,
do we?
this is what a Porsche is meant for, not Gold Coast.
Euro.
What was that he just touched? Was that brake bias?
Yeah, it's a bias on the right.
Well, that will come in handy for this second last corner because
I love this track on the sim.
Yeah, it's cool.
What's he talking? Amazing exit, and I want to finish this lap, but then I lock up. So I put too much brake pressure.
Oh, so it was a brake bias was the problem.
It's really stalking him.
I think it's probably
too much. What's he done wrong there, Max?
Spooked by the guy in front.
Off line to the left, and then obviously you got to stop the car. He's going to hit the guy in the front, and then that's what choked the rears. Really.
What's worse is he put the rear into the wall.
Yeah.
That's probably not what you want.
There's no real good part of a Porsche to put in the fence. That's the problem. They're expensive on all four corners.
Yeah. I love this kind of content. Like, it's good that someone can be real, but I love that you can post your racing and all that in Europe. You know,
it's just sad.
Imagine if someone like Max could get his camera out and just put his races online. Like, people love this kind of content.
Yeah, we buy a $10,000 camera in the car to not post it.
It's sad.
We live in a left-wing woke world.
I know. Cool little clip. I love that.
But yeah, we're going to touch on the filming thing. So,
all right, we'll touch on it first. We'll touch on it first.
Go.
So, what's happened is that we're looking at the supercars content, and pause this because I don't want them to see this.
No. I knew this was coming.
Yeah, he knew it was coming. So, supercars, they had someone that came in to film on-track footage, like kind of like cool hyperreal style, and I'm looking at a lot of us media people commented, "Oh, that's funny. You can post what? Can people now shoot on track? I thought Foxtel and KO didn't allow it.
Supercars don't want it.
Supercars don't want it.
So we're getting to the bottom of this, aren't we?
It's funny that this hype rule was made for supercars, but we can't film on track.
Well, supercars are blaming KO and Channel 7, but now supercars are doing it and allowing for their own people that they employ. So I think it's supercars are either scared that other support categories are going to get good coverage and find sponsorship over supercar. That's my theory.
There's heaps of guys in Porsche posting on boards and KO replays and stuff like that, and nothing's been said about it.
Yeah, it's funny that because they can't micromanage everybody, but you're right. Even Sam Shaheen does it all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Post on board.
Are they going to sue Sam?
Yeah, are they? You know, but then it's funny. Like I feel like in Porsche you can get away with it, right? If you're just like a regular driver, here's my onboard. But in the other categories, it's so strict. And
every other category is like you breathe the wrong way and you're done. Fucking 5-place grid penalty.
And all these media people commented on that post saying, "Oh, it's funny, we can film on track." I just checked; they've all been deleted. All the comments saying, so you can do it now. They just hide it away, you know?
We're going to get to the bottom of here.
And we've said this before.
We're coming after you.
It affects the drivers, it affects the sponsors, it affects the media people, it affects everybody.
We just want to put content out there, like Playlist does.
Yeah, and that's why your sponsors are pulled out too.
No, it's not good. All right, so this is a rollover. I haven't seen this.
I don't know who this is in the rollover.
When was this?
This was 2023 maybe, yeah.
Not that you want to be in a crash, but far out.
They're actually not that bad. The wing makes it pretty soft.
So that's Max there in the tyre power entry.
What's this? Dash or something? Must be a dash.
So I think coming up here, you just...
Yeah.
So
you were coming up to the wall, so you stood on it to try and get away from the wall. And
the thing no one really understands unless you drive a sprint car is if you get off the gas, you're in the fence. So it's like it's getting tight. So I'm hard in the left foot on the brake, hard on the throttle, trying to keep it fucking tucked in. And that's the end result.
They say it's like a jet ski. If you're not on the power, it won't steer.
It feels so wrong, but it's how you got to do it.
Yeah,
like,
100%. And you can see I turn it away and then get on the gas, and that's why it gets into that wheelie and up she goes. But
you race motocross or you've never done it? No.
But talking about like just good people. So I'm pretty sure Chad Eli's Aussie sprint car 360 champion, and then you got Ryan Jones 360 champion. Caruso's won 360 championships. Jock Goodyear's Australian champion at that point. And then Lockie's my best mate. He raced in America. And then me at the back. Like, talk about South Australia and just how hard it is.
You got Brock Hallett.
Yeah.
You got
all the young guns, yeah.
Daniel Pesca's quick. Luke Dillon's quick. Like, it's...
Those,
they all could go to the Classic and be in
100%,
the B or the A, you know. Like,
those big wings, are they expensive, like, to replace? Can you fix them?
Nah, you can't. Not like that.
No.
You can take, like, panels off them and kind of glue them together if you
give one to Darragh at Tyre Power.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's his. That's the one that he gave them.
They look worse, Dusty, than what? Like crashes.
Yeah.
Sometimes if it does the chassis or buzzes the engine, that's when you sort of...
Yeah. But something like that, could you fix for the next heat?
Half an hour.
Yeah,
you could do that in half an hour? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we did.
Yeah.
So, like, that crash there, I flipped and I just shut my eyes. I just waited and it's like, bang. And I hit the ground again. I was like, all right, we're done. I opened my eyes. I was still flipping. I was like, oh, okay.
That's the
shut
worst.
my eyes again.
That is the worst.
Right, so methanol fire.
Yeah, this is what I put in. We've talked about methanol fires before. This is like scary how strange it is.
Is this IndyCar or is this F1?
This is
IndyCar.
IndyCar. So just watch this. There's a big fire in the pits and you can't see it.
No, during the day, and this is the same with sprint cars, like a fire during the day is a lot worse than night time. So
and methanol, so sprint cars run on methanol.
Burn. Yes, methanol burns like a naked flame, so you can't. At night, you can see a bit of a tinge of blue.
Like, look at this.
But
look at this. Like this guy's on fire, and you can't see it. It's absolutely crazy. Has there been any accidents in sprint cars with like methanol spilling and like?
It's probably the
like
worst out of everything.
I've done heat race with my tank just dripping fuel out of it.
I think I talked the last two episodes. I had fuel because you're sitting over fuel lines.
Fuel lines, yeah,
like 5.
I just find it insane. Like,
and the fuel lines are like this big as well.
They're big fuel lines. Hey,
the cool thing about methanol is it just burns so slowly. So like you can just have a tub of methanol, light it up. And the thing will burn for hours.
Yeah. Have you ever done the barrel jumps? Yeah. Someone really hurt himself in Perth or something years ago about that.
Lockie burned his face doing methanol fire once. It was funny as.
Right. This one here, with Biscuits found this.
This is first.
He
of its
what's
kind.
he sending it to me? He's got all sorts of stuff. So see if you can notice something here. This is the classic old Ambrose Murphy crash. Have a look at Ambrose's seatbelt. No one's talked about this, right? Look at his seatbelt. It's off his hands.
What, there?
Yes, dude.
Yeah,
yes.
Go back. Is this the clip?
This is the one. I found it. I told you. I found it.
Because Adrian was trying to study this for ages. Can you, if you pause there?
No seatbelt. Look, on the left-hand side. It's gone. So whether that's snapped, whether it's jumped out of the clip.
The right side as well looks...
No, right side looks like it's over the harns, but the left is gone.
You know what that is? It's always a case of co-driver swaps, trying to get the belts tightened probably.
Well, you do a lot of enduros, you'd know all about that.
I don't get mine tightened up, do I? No, I do. But it's crazy, isn't it? That's a big impact.
No one's talked about that. They've always talked about, how they want to kill each other and stuff like this, but... Never about the seatbelt coming off.
I wonder if you can see it on his shoulder on the full screen if it's just popped off the harns or something. But even then, you got to run it pretty loose to have it fall off your harns.
Yeah,
that's why some harns have like the lip.
Yeah, the lip up top.
But I don't think all of them.
But back then, maybe not. 2005.
Yeah. Well, he didn't even wear a balaclava back then. Really.
That's how he got in trouble, eh? Poor bastard. That's how.
But a lot of people weren't running them.
Really?
And he was just the one that got
caught.
done. Yeah. So I want the whole field check. The whole field check.
He was made a villain in the sport, which was...
But that's what happens.
That's what the sport was.
When you start winning, no one likes you.
Yeah. So what have you got now?
So this is one that NASCAR's going to San Diego, I believe. Yep. So this is the track. We like our track maps, don't we?
Is this a street circuit?
This is a street-ish circuit. It's around a naval base in San Diego.
Oh, Jesus.
So Obviously, they love their army and defence force over there, so they're going to get real behind this one. I actually haven't seen this video.
There'll be some pre-event celebrations will be massive.
Well, I think they'll probably be driving off a warship or something, you know. So I haven't actually seen this, but we'll see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Eh? I mean, I don't know. It looks a bit boring, but
it looks
you know
like an
what?
industrial complex, yeah, as you said, which kind of works. But it's a cool.
I think all NASCAR street circuits are boring, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, that Chicago one's a bit.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah, it's there because it's in a prime spot in some cases. So this looks like it's.
They really love their 90-degree corners.
That's all
don't
they can ever do
like,
is a 90.
Why don't they do some chicanes or something?
They don't know what a chicane is.
Oh, you ready? 90.
Yeah.
It's the second 90. Hang on.
But it's built on an existing road, isn't it?
It's a naval. It's a naval. See, look at the ships.
God.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Where's the
Actually, that's a pretty long straight, isn't it? What is it?
That's a fast. That corner reminds me of where Wing Cup crashed and James Courtney in 2009
at Homebush.
That reminds me of the Homebush corner. Yeah.
No, that's more of a left-right.
I mean,
actually,
that looks cool. That's cool.
Interesting.
Okay.
If you flip, you're into the ocean.
I mean, there's a lot of
It's like
a lot of long left-handers. They should actually leave it so you can go in the ocean if you fly off.
Mario Kart. So.
Yeah, that's a big corner. There you go.
Actually, it's not as bad as what it looks.
Oh, that's cool.
Paper.
The last corner is cool.
That'll just straight line that though.
Yeah, you can straight line that.
But I think the cool thing about NASCAR is because the straights are so long, the brake zones are long.
Yeah,
which creates passing.
Yeah,
and
that's the formula.
That's the biggest thing Australia doesn't have. Our brake zones are too short. I don't know if the cars are too good or what's going on, but
not big enough tracks.
Yeah, we jump on the brake at 100 metres, you can't do anything about it. And that's when you see these desperate moves that everyone crashes into each other.
I guess that's where the sort of slower powered, under-braked, under-tired formulas...
Actually a long track.
...are longer braking zones and create sort of more jeopardy, more racing kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
maybe all our cars are still made, or all our tracks are still made for 80s cars.
Yeah, I guess that's similar to what the speedways in Australia. We don't have, apart from Kwinana, what track's big?
Yeah.
Really?
Not much.
We don't have big tracks.
No.
Like even Warrnambool's not very, compared to America.
Yeah, exactly. And it's quite narrow as well.
Yeah.
It's not big tracks. Like we don't have Knoxville, like Williams Grove, like America, Eldora, like massive tracks that really you can run 3 wide and you're not going to fence someone.
Yeah.
Here, Murray Bridge, you're 2 wide and you're both flipping.
Yeah.
Like, so that's our videos. Thank you, Borman Turf.
It's cool to see that. Thank you very much.
So we'll run through some of the NASCAR. Do you watch a bit of NASCAR or here and there?
No, not really. I just watch highlights here and there, to be honest.
So obviously Kyle Larson's in the top 4. Chase Briscoe, Hamlin. Fingers crossed he can have a good run to the end of the year. Obviously Shane's out now.
Yeah, so that's the top 8.
Pretty simple, very similar system to what we've got in supercars at the moment.
And now,
so supercars. So
I still don't get this. I forgot how the system works.
You really don't want to learn.
I don't want to. I don't really want to know. It's top 8. It's a top 8.
We sort of got it wrong last time. So Bathurst was still in the hunt into the top 10.
Okay, even after the Sprint Cup. Yeah. Okay.
So now it's locked in. Top 10's locked in. Guy Allen made it. Hill dropped out. Well, Andre actually dropped out the last lap he got past, and
I heard about that. Yeah,
bit of a shit one. So, but yeah,
Kai Allen's in.
Who's your money to win it at the end of the year?
I mean, I know the points reset, but
it resets to a certain amount. But
so that those points don't matter anymore for the Sprint Cup, right? Is that how it works? So Brock's points don't count.
No. So by the time they go to a final 5. Which is the last round, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just winner takes all for that weekend.
For those top 5. Okay.
Who do you think?
I still think Brock Feeney's going to get it, mate.
I reckon.
So it's Red Bull track.
Yeah.
One of their cars.
But you can't count Cam out.
No, Cam's good street circuits.
Will's just not in a good form at the moment, but he's quick at Adelaide. Payne's won around Adelaide.
Yep.
Chaz is good.
Yeah.
Don't think Randall, Anton, or Wood or Kai really have the ammo to, they can do it, obviously, but whether they're going to be able to take it up to that top 6, I don't end it around. So,
all right, moving on to the best championship in the world. It is the Porsche Carrera Cup.
Look at you, Max. Where are you at the bottom now? You haven't done all the rounds. So up the top end of town. So I don't know the point structure with Porsche. You could probably talk a bit on this one.
Harry Jones, he was struggling a bit last round as well, I noticed. Maybe it was double duties, but yeah, Dylan and Keith on top.
Consistency.
That's a big gap, to be honest. What do you get for winning? How many points do you get for winning?
I've got no idea. I haven't read that rule book for so long.
There's still a bit of a gap. Dylan's got consistency up there.
Yeah.
Can you still win it, Max?
Me or Harry?
Hang on, we should have made a sheet for that. How many rounds are there to go? Gold
There's
Coast.
2 more.
There's Gold Coast and Adelaide.
So you can't win it.
No.
Sorry,
Yeah,
even if they DNF.
If you think about it, Max is ahead of a lot of people still.
All right, the biggest championship of the year, the Utes.
It's not, Adrian, where are you?
7th. So
a lot of
behind
cars.
the old Rossi.
A lot of
Rossi
cars.
Johnson piece.
Rossi's had a great.
things you'd
Rossi
like
has
to
had an
see.
amazing season.
He's had a few crashes though, hasn't he?
He has, but he's bounced up to a competitive level.
Yes,
He's up there
yes.
with
Well,
P4.
finally, because we've got the BOP back to where it should be.
I can see Rossi getting a podium before the end of the season. He has been driving so well, and you know him pretty well.
Who do you
Max,
reckon,
as well.
Cody, David, or the old Marjoram? Cody's got some form going.
Cody's
at
got
the
a lot of
moment,
form, man. He
Yeah,
does.
I'd say Cody.
I reckon Cody's coming up to a couple of tight. Well, we only got one round to go, haven't we? Sandown. Who was quick there 2 years ago? I can't even remember. He just looks like he's in a lounge chair. Have you seen his onboard?
How?
He's
so laid back. Yeah.
He just sees it with one fucking hand.
He can
man.
drive. How long's he been driving for? Because he
Fucking
can.
30 years.
he can
Raced
steer.
he's raced the 1000 a few times. He's raced Super 2 for many
He's
years.
just casual in that seat,
Brute
mate.
Utes,
just getting that
Formula
low centre of
Ford.
gravity, that's what it
Aussies. Well, their engines are lower, which we won't touch on that, will we? So he sits in there quite snug, and he's got that tyre power.
Borgie struggled a little bit this year.
He's had some
like,
mechanicals, so
yeah.
but now that the BOP's back to a bit more sensible, they're not just driving those D-Maxes down the straight with 100 more horsepower. It's a little bit more fairer. So yeah, people aren't liking that it's more fair, but we'll see how we go. We're gonna just World Championship's not really in the hunt, so we're going to be mixing it up the front, I reckon.
There's a lot of drivers have done one round or whatnot. Jaden's done well he's missed 2 rounds, Jaden. Look at him. He's mid-pack already from the points.
He's in front of Amar and he's done all the rounds.
He can drive, the kid. Yeah.
All right. These are a couple of ones we can share around. What would you rather, Max? Racing the Indy 500 once or an F1 season?
F1 season, all day, every day.
I reckon I'd do the Indy 500.
Yeah.
The aura about the Indy race is just...
You love it. You absolutely
I love Indy.
Yeah.
I want to go there and watch it one year.
Yeah.
Would you rather race in dry conditions with a tricky setup or in the rain with a perfect balance?
Rain, perfect balance all day, every day.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Next one for Max. Would you rather race Formula 4 the rest of your life or wingless?
Who put this one?
Yeah.
Who put this one?
I'll put that in there.
Actually, to be saying that, wingless 410s in America would be,
that'd be wild.
but I don't know. Like, I'd want to be like live my life to the extent of not having
ready
to,
to die
ready
or-
to, 100%. Because those things, when they go, they send you. So what's this one here? Live on the road all year round to race, or race part time with a quiet home life. See, 10 years ago, I'd say live on the road, but then once you get to a certain age, you sort of not get over it, because we're all racers at heart, but it's a hard road. Those 410, like the World of Outlaw guys, could you do that life for 10 years?
I probably couldn't do living on the road, but I could live a Larson life.
But that's not on the road.
is that
yeah,
Larson
depends on
life,
how you define on the road.
It's like on the road, just always out of a suitcase, because I basically do that anyway.
Yeah, you do.
This is more
Sweet
driving the truck, washing it at wash parks, like 3 to 4 times a week, World of Outlaws style.
Yeah, if it's a good bit of equipment and I'm winning, then
Yep, that's
You
fair.
see a lot of the world.
Yep, that's true.
The thing is, that's funny. I speak to Dean Canto today. He's like, Matt, there's more to life than motorsport. It's his big motto, and you said it too.
Motorsport, doesn't he?
he messages me every time I race. He's like, "What are you doing?"
What are you doing? He said it today as well. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
But
That's a good one. Oh, Dean, we've got to get Dean on the podcast.
he would be fantastic. He's a great
He's a
lad,
smooth
mate.
operator, that one.
I know he is.
Fastest car on the grid, but unreliable, or a consistent midfield car that always finishes?
I'd go fastest car and unreliable.
And you just make it reliable.
It looks better for you, but it looks better for
I just like
yourself on
race wins.
paper.
Yeah.
You get mechanical failures, but you get one race win. It's not the driver's fault.
Yeah, that's
know?
true.
Yeah, I ran midfield and I hated life, so definitely not that.
Yeah.
Because you know that you can't no matter what you do, it's.
But what the public sees is,
he's not that good.
That's how good he is.
That's true.
You know,
that's a cool one.
That's a really good.
Little segment.
Good ones there.
All right. Well, nothing else we want to touch on? Not really. I reckon we're going pretty good at the moment.
Do you want to do the questions?
Yeah,
but
let's get into
don't get them up. Don't get them up because I'm going to get them on my phone so I can put them on the spot for you. A lot of fans, mate.
A lot of shit talkers.
So first of all, on the couch with Hooley asks, what is your favourite car? Your favourite car?
Does it say race car or road car?
It doesn't say race car. It doesn't define it as what you've built. Anything. Just favourite car that you've maybe driven. I'll say that you've driven or you've built. That's going to be what your limits are.
It's probably going to be favourite car to drive would be 991.2 Cup car.
0.2.
Yeah.
That was in.
So that was last generation Cup car. So it was less aero, moved around a lot more, had less power, but had shorter diff gears. So it was actually like grunty.
Yeah.
It was mega.
That's cool. And what was the car in New Zealand? That was a 9.
That's a 992.
Yeah, 992.
Yeah, 992
cool.
with ABS.
Yeah, cool.
Bit of a setup.
There you go. So, yeah. There you go. Cam Quinn asks, what is something that you know now that you wish you knew when you started racing?
That's a tough one. Probably just to get your head out of the ground on the lows. Like they'll come and just don't even worry about it. Just press on to the next one. Don't think about it. Just move on. I think like especially when you've got so long between race meetings, it can catch up to you pretty quick. And you're at home, you're at work. It's just beating you up a bit. There's no need for it. Just keep on doing it. You're happy. You're racing a car. A lot of people don't get to do that, and I think that's probably the biggest one. Really enjoy the moment. Yeah. Because it does come to an end eventually, even if you are professional at one point. But yeah, you get to do some pretty cool stuff, and you get to stand on some cool podiums and just soak it up.
Yeah, it's easy to dig your head into it. That's a really good.
Because you always want more.
Yeah, you want more.
I think that's like you get a taste of a top podium, 5, and you're like, I want a podium, and you get a podium, want a win, and you want to win every race.
Yeah,
and it's just never content with sort of life.
I used to be pissed off all the time. If I ran second, I'd be fuming.
Yeah, it's bloody hard.
It was because I had a pretty good run in my career. Like I've won a lot of stuff, which is quite cool. I'm very lucky to do that, but it doesn't always happen. You have days where you run third, you run fifth, and you're still driving a bloody cool car and a cool racetrack. Soak it up.
It's a fine line between if you don't have that drive to want to win every time you go out, then you're probably not going to do as well. But then also not being content at the end of the weekend if you've got a third or a second or a fourth and you maximise. I think it's more about maximising your
what you got
equipment rather than the actual core result.
Yeah, 100%.
So
that's a great
good
that's
question.
A good point.
Who asked that?
That was Cameron Quinn. He's an XL racer who's starting out. That's a really great question. Wow, Ryan Jones, you might know this guy pretty well. Does he claim himself the moral victor of the 2024 Super 2 rookie title?
No. No. Well, there wasn't even a trophy for it.
I thought there was. There was an article that they put up about you as well being slandered for it.
I don't know.
What was the story with this one?
I was the rookie leader, I guess, and threw it away. But yeah, I don't think there was anything for it.
Yeah,
this is Super 2.
Yeah,
I thought it was a Mike Cable younger.
There was a title.
Nah, that's something else. Yeah, I don't think there was a trophy at all because I was like, I lost it and stuff, and then Hughesy never put a post up with a trophy or anything like that. I was like, so what does it mean?
I thought it was a Mike Cable young gun.
I thought there was.
No,
that's something. They just give that out to anyone.
Oh,
that's just
right.
an anyone thing.
You did a good skit as well when your final lap. All the boys are watching.
Yeah, I got a bit excited. all the boys at Adelaide, they always get on the fence every time. So Porsche, supercar.
These are these mates.
Yeah. They're like they'll jump the fence because they always sit around the bar, so they'll be pissed just hanging over the fence with the camera out. And we always do a little skit for them. So that
was funny. Speaking of one of those people that was at there, I shouldn't put the dumb ones in, but why not? I don't get what Ethan Fitzgerald's saying. He says, "Hey, MV, internal of external gate." What is that?
He's talking about a wastegate on a turbo.
Oh, internal or external wastegate?
Or external, yeah. So the answer is XE gate for Ethan.
All right, there you go.
There's something more to this.
No, there's not. It's not.
It's literally just a...
Ethan's one of the mechanics, mate.
I know.
He's a clown. Oh, yeah, you know Ethan. Yeah. I can't say this name, but Car Gillette says, what would you say is the most Budget-friendly and competitive beginner racing series here in Australia.
Well, it's going to have to be XLs, isn't it? There's no other competition in Australia where you get good quality races, decent events. Like ASA run a pretty cool event with XLs. You get TV time, all that stuff. At the end of the day, if it's budget you're looking for, then XLs. And then if you're talking like a medium-ish budget, and you want to be learning how to drive a proper race car, you go to TA2 racing, I'd say.
Yeah, TA2 sounds budget-friendly.
Yeah.
Or street stocks.
Yeah, that's even more. That's the best budget.
Well, you need panel damage for that.
Street stocks, mate.
You think 86s lean on each other?
You just need a hammer.
Yeah.
I'd love to learn. I'd love to learn.
I thought you would have said Super 2.
Yeah.
That would have been a bit cheap.
That would have been funny.
That's serious.
So I've got a mix of fun questions and stupid
Yeah,
ones.
go on.
Kobe Williams, 94. What vegetables does he eat to be so tall?
Vegetables aren't needed. You are what you eat, so just steak and chicken the whole time.
Steak and chicken and palmies, because
Big
palmies are
palmy
important.
fan,
We had
yeah.
Brad Gartner here.
What's this palmy you guys are on about? Is there a pub up the road or something?
The Blackwood one.
The Belair Hotel, which is 300 metres from my workshop. So we always go there on a Friday night, and obviously when Brad was on the podcast, he was staying at mine. And I was like, we'll go to the pub. He's like, nah, I can't make it. So I was like, mate, you're missing out on the palmy.
You missed out on the palm. The palmies. I've been there before.
Have you?
Yeah, it's
Mega
good palmies.
palmy.
Yeah, too bad you live all the way down here. Hudson Manuel says, "You ever going back to Super 2? ?
Nah, unless you see a very good seat for no money come up, then I'll be in it. But apart from that, no, I've done my part of Super 2. I've won my trophies. I've proven my point.
Yeah.
I don't need to go back and do anything else.
Yeah.
So it's just a waste of money at the end of the day is how I view it.
Yeah.
Like,
What is your theory on how they're going to run Super 2 with the new Gen 3? Like, how's this phase-in period now?
Yeah.
It's going to be a weird one, isn't it, transition?
it's just going to be more expensive at the end of the day. Like,
Awesome.
If you see the average price is $700,000 for Super 2 this year, new car, got to buy complete new bars for spares, you got to buy all that stuff. You got to buy new tools, special tools for the cars. I saw it on Brody's podcast. He was talking like they're talking $1 million for a season of Super 2.
Nah.
But how can you justify that when you can go buy a main game seat for like 1.2?
Yeah.
If you've got the talent as well, which you will, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You don't need that either. You just
no,
need the 1.2.
yeah, exactly. So like, I really concerned.
When's Gen 3 meant to come in for Super 2?
That's what they're talking about now.
It's
is,
meant to be like 20, basically when the 992.2 comes in 27, I think.
2027.
well, they need to build a shitload of cars by then.
That's bad.
It's they could make motorsport great. They could fix a lot of this pay driver stuff with this phase in. They could go, okay, we're not going to do that to Super 2. We're going to change it to something different, whether that's a Trans Am style car and use that as the feeder series. They could actually help if MA and supercars were serious about fixing the issue, which they're not, because they don't care. And I think that the supercar teams profit off of it. That's the problem. They need to let that go to fix the issue, but in their eyes, there's no issue because there's people there paying for it, so it doesn't matter.
More people are making more money, the seats will fill up.
Yeah.
Like there's so much money going around Australia.
Yeah.
But
Look at 86s, like how many kids are there in the wings and these academy things that aren't
just
really
put a sticker
academies.
on the door and say you're a factory driver.
You're not an academy. You're paying to be in the academy. So So I don't know. That's going to be interesting to see where that Gen 3 comes into the Super 2.
Because the cars are so different to drive as well, like Super 2 to main game. Like those Super 2 cars, they have a lot of aero on them.
Yeah.
Like they're a hooked up car.
So what's the point? This is the theory that like why drive them? Why not have a different formula like a Trans Am?
That was the big thing. Like I got told, like, nah, you got to do Super 2. You got to do Super 2. And then you get told they're not the same. Like,
So then why are we doing it?
Yeah, I've driven Gen 3 on an older tyre, but they're not the same. The driving style's different. So what? You just got to learn how to hill toe.
What Gen 3 did you drive?
Exactly.
I drove the Premier car, just at some rides and stuff. Yeah,
that's sick.
Did a few days with them, so
that's cool.
It's good fun.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's a crazy one. It's crazy.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in 2027, mate.
Question
Big game
time.
changer.
What do we got?
JD Media asked, Porsche or Super 2?
Porsche all day, every day.
All day?
Yeah,
It's all the same.
Yeah. If I had, it's at the end of the day, it's money. If you have 600 grand for Super 2 or 600 grand for Cup car, you go Cup car every day. You can test. You got the same car. You don't have to question it.
Yeah.
I can rock up with like Bathurst. I got 3 of my best mates there. We all go racing. I've set the car up myself. It's fine. It's good enough. Like we had top 5 pace all weekend, even if it was slow down the straight. You do that in the Super 2 car, you need 4 engineers to work the thing out.
Yeah.
6 mechanics.
Yeah. And if that chassis or that iteration of that car from the main game isn't a good year,
100%.
Doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah. Like my Super 2 car last year, we threw so much stuff at it, and like Brendo's a smart guy, and just the car just wouldn't react to anything. The car was identical no matter what spring we put in it, no matter what roll bar we set it to. It was just the same car. No matter what, we struggled with the same thing. So we just made that car really good exiting the corner, and my rear bar copped the biggest workout every race. It was bloody hilarious.
Yeah,
you were defending.
The whole time. Like I'd somehow qualified the thing like around the 5th to back of the 10 kind of area. And Cammy McLeod just balls in my rear bar every race. It was fucking hilarious, but we made it work.
Can't do that with the Gen 3s. Once the rear diffuser goes,
it's too soft.
It's game like you might as well park it.
Yeah.
Because they just drag. They have too much drag when they break the rear splitter. So they try and get under there and wreck them. So then they got the shit down the straight.
That's gold. Good answer. Imbrogno Giuseppe. We probably Imbrogno.
Here we go.
How's the curry at Sandown?
Old Giuseppe. So
is that Salvatore's younger brother?
Yeah. So I ran him in Formula Ford for most of this year. Then just split ways. But we're at Sandown, and he's a different kid. He come out his shell by the end of it, and he was actually turned into a fun kid, and it was all good. But I don't know what made him laugh while we're eating this Indian at Sandown, which was like the best Indian I've ever had. It was mega.
Whereabouts is it?
It's just on, where the KFC is as you head to Sandown.
Yeah.
Right.
It's on the left, probably like 200 metres down.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Right. So we went there, and Giuseppe just laughed and just like spat half his butter chicken up. And like across the table, I was here, and it just like sprayed the whole seat. I ended up like 4 drops of butter chicken on my jumper and stuff. Like, the kid's out of control. But
What did you told him a joke or something? Or?
I don't know.
Yeah, right.
He don't talk much.
No.
Right. He don't talk much.
He did. Once we got him out of his shell and like in his own environment, he was actually quite a funny kid. It's just you gotta get him out of his shell and wake him up a bit.
His brother's racing 86s, is that right?
Yeah, Salvatore's a quiet lad too, but he's probably coming up.
Salvatore
is older.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Salvatore's coming out of his shell a lot as well. Like, he's a great, we know him pretty well. I do his media work, but yeah, it's cool. Like, I guess it's good for you because like you're a bit older than them, but you're not their dad, so you can get them kind of comfortable and
exactly.
And talking. And that's a big thing at the racetrack. You do become I was pretty socially quiet until I got to the racetrack. You make a lot of friends and you meet a lot of people. So
when I taped you and put you in the ute, you didn't make a noise.
Didn't say nothing, did I? Yeah. But that's funny. That's a funny story. So there you go, the Imbrogno.
Sprayed.
Yeah. Now this weekend's Gold Coast. Max, you're not racing, so Adelaide?
Yeah, I'll be there for Adelaide.
Home round. Sponsors will be good, hopefully.
Home round, hopefully. See if I got some time to go find them. That's the problem nowadays. Just work's so busy, life's busy. So go sort this drag challenge car out, try run a low 8-second quarter in that, and
that'd be cool. Will there be a YouTube video that will come out at some point?
We'll get it sorted eventually. I think Riley's just finishing up the engine building video.
There you go, Riley. You're watching now, mate. So you better be doing that.
Yeah, keep up.
Yeah. And Adrian, what's it looking like for you, mate? We got Sandown.
It's 50-50. It really depends on if we can get this engine fixed in time. So it's at the engine builder now, and for a couple of weeks should be right.
Oh, fingers crossed, because we don't have much time left.
No.
Yeah,
so we'll be right. We'll see if we can figure that out.
When is Sandown?
3 weeks.
2.5 weeks. Yeah,
2.5 weeks.
Get the thing in, run it in, and then test day, and then load it up and go.
It's been back to back. So let's just get October out of the way.
Yeah, I'm quite excited to just do nothing for a little bit.
I'm with you, man. Like I've got Gold Coast and I got Hampton Downs for GT4, and then just got Sandown. I'm keen for December. You know,
river.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
wakeboard. Jet ski.
I went like 7 weeks straight between racetracks and other events and this, that, Like we've got this weekend to finish a ute off, then next weekend's drag challenge, and then we've got Joel's wedding the weekend after that, and then we're set. We're good until Adelaide. Do Adelaide and relax. So I'm so excited.
It's good to know it gets in people's heads because it gets in mine as well, just back-to-back weekends.
You do a lot of the filming side of things.
Yeah, it's non-stop. So love it. We love the sport, but December's going to be lovely. So
spend some time with your girlfriend, mate.
Spend some time, not spend money on race cars and find sponsors to go to XL races.
I'm looking at next year already, trying to do deals for next year.
You got to do deals. You got to do deals before in December. It's 100%.
Good fun. All right, like subscribe.
Yep. Where can we find your socials? So your socials and your YouTube channel. Tell people.
So Fire Up Motorsport is what it's called on Instagram. Then just Fire Up on YouTube. If you search up, I think Fire Up Drag Challenge is what it comes up as. So search that up, and then obviously normal IG Max Vidau, blah blah blah. So
yeah, cool. All right. Thank you very much, Max. Appreciate it, mate. And we'll see you guys soon.
Thank you.
Cool. Bye.